Hi there. It is just gone 4 p.m. and time to show up. I'm showing up. I'm glad you showed up. I appreciate every single one of you. Do the little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. And let's shit in the box. I am feeling inordinately proud of myself right now because it is mid-July. And I am drinking Deschutes Brewery's Festive Winter Ale, Jubile Ale. Because I was smart enough to lay in 7 cases of the stuff back when it was in season. This is the best beer. I love this. It's fantastic. It's my favorite. Deschutes Brewery is local. You may not be able to find this in your area, but damn, it's good. We have had enough new subscribers lately that I feel it's important to remind people I don't give a flying fuck at a rolling donut about growing this channel. The channel will grow at the rate that it needs to grow. I don't see it really ever becoming much more than 20 or 30,000 people, even if it blows the fuck up, which I don't see happening anytime soon. I'm not interested in monetizing the channel. I'm not interested in selling eyeballs to advertisers. That doesn't serve my needs, and it doesn't serve my audience's needs, and it doesn't serve the advertisers' needs. I don't think that deal is good for anybody in this particular space. Because bluntly speaking, this channel is about me. It's not designed to accomplish anything. It's not designed to assist with anything. It's just me talking about what I do and what I think and saying the things I think are important to say. And the people who are interested in that are probably not interested in buying anything right now. Like, everybody buys shit, you know, but when you put ads on something, you kind of want the ads to go in front of people that are looking to buy something right now. There's no common thread in what the people who want to watch me talk about me might want to buy. There's no good targeting data there. I don't see how it's useful in any way for the advertiser. You don't know what my audience wants to buy, and I don't know what my audience wants to buy. No advertiser is ever interested in synergizing with what the video is talking about. I mean, it's complete fucking horse shit what you get from all of these various advertising supported channels, you know? And what I always get when I am watching a video and an ad comes on, I usually get annoyed at whoever the ad belongs to. And it's like, I see Walton Goggins do all of these GoDaddy commercials, and I get mad at Walton Goggins, and I shouldn't be mad at Walton Goggins. He didn't know the commercial was going to interrupt what I was talking about. I just like that fucking jackass Doug in the Liberty Mutual commercials. I can't stand that guy, but it's because of his character. It's because his character's a moron. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you take this role? What kind of loser? And he's been doing it for so goddamn long, too. It's ridiculous. And, yeah, so with the Liberty Mutual ads, yeah, I'm mad at the guy who plays Doug, and I feel like I should be mad at him, because what the fuck? But Walton Goggins is just like, you know, he's doing his best job. And I feel like I feel like Walton Goggins is doing a DJ Qualls, where he's going, for some stupid reason, I'm hot right now. I don't know why, and I don't know how long it's going to last, but God damn it, I'm going to take as much money as they'll give me. I'm going to take every role they offer me. I'm going to take all the money. Fuck all y'all. I'm getting my bag. And I think he's right to do that. I think he's very much right to do that. Although the man is a phenomenal actor. He does do an excellent job. He really does. Like, you watch him in Justified and you watch him in the Fallout TV series. Just absolutely wonderful actor. Great, great job. And then he's yelling at me about the daddy of domains, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. It's not his fault. He didn't put the ad there. He's just doing the ad. And he's like, you'll give me how much it is? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it, I'll do it. How much money? Yes, I'll take the money. Get that bag, bitch. I'm 100% with you. I don't have anybody throwing bags of money at me. What I have is the project of building a series of video games. They're not going to be overly expensive, and they're not going to be all that good. I want them to be good, but I don't have any illusions that I'm going to make some brilliant game that's going to go viral. No, I'm not going to make a brilliant game that's going to go viral. I'm going to make a pretty cool game. I'm going to make a game that I think is fun and that I enjoy playing, and my kind of metric for that is, once I actually get the game to a point that I think it's worth putting up for download, I should want to put hundreds of hours into it. Just like I did with Vampire Survivors, just like I did with Holocure, just like I did with 20 Minutes Till Dawn, just like I did with Bone Razor Minions, just like I did with all of these other Horde Survival roguelites. I love Horde Survival roguelites. I have like 20 of them. More than 20. I think the last time I looked, I had 23. And if I make a game in a genre that I love, it should be a game I love enough to play at the same level that I play those games and go, yeah, this is a good game. But at the same time, if I'm playing it and going, this game's dog shit, man, that's a problem. I should probably not release that. If I'm playing the game and I'm like, this game sucks, I should probably not release that game. I need to make the game good. I want to make the game good. And ultimately, in the end, every dollar I make from that game, assuming I make any at all, is going to come from, I did a good job. I feel like that's the way things ought to be. I feel like that's where money ought to come from, is you did a good job. You worked hard, you did a good job. And now people are like, hey, good job, here's some money. And you can do that for an employer, and the employer is like, hey, good job, here's some money. And every hour you work, you get like $20 or $30. And then your employer takes the work that you did, and he goes out and he sells it for millions. Because you didn't do that part of the work. There's a lot of work involved there that you didn't do. You only did the part that you did. And you did it for $20 or $30 an hour because that was more than you would have gotten if you did it yourself. I expect my current project to go up on Steam for $6. And that's going to be like $4 after Steam's cut. And it's going to be about $3 after I pay tax on it. So I don't expect that every hour I put into building this game is going to produce 10 sales. I just don't expect that. I'm thinking maybe, if I do a good job on this game, it might make 1,000 sales. That's not a lot. $3,000, not a lot of fucking money. But you know what? I'll take it. Because I think that 1,000 sales feeds into the next game and the reputation. The goal of building this project, the thing that I'm really trying to get done, and the thing that I think is the way that everybody should work on getting things done. You don't just think about this project, you also think about the next project. What are you going to do next? What's going to come after this? And there are a couple of different ways you can think about that. One of them is to think in terms of how is the next project going to be bigger and better and make more money? Or you can think of it in terms of how is the next project going to come out faster and be better? I've been working on this game for fucking ever. I mean, I think I started working on this in 2019. I definitely remember making notes in 2021, which is 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, because it was early in the year. I definitely remember making notes, and I think I made the note that that I started work on this game in either 2018 or 2019. I don't remember which. So I've been working on this a long time, and it's mostly because I'm fucking around and not doing a lot of work. I'm not working hard by any stretch of the imagination on this. I am thinking deeply about it. I'm working hard in the sense that I try to do a good job at the work that I do, but I'm not working hard in the sense that I'm putting hour upon hour upon hour into the project, because I'm really not. I'm playing a lot of fucking video games. And they're not even remotely related to the game that I'm working on. Like, I was mentioning Ghostwire Tokyo the other day. Ghostwire Tokyo has basically lost me because I did something dumb. When I first started the game, I saw the Bethesda logo and I was like, oh, this is a game I can trust to do autosaves effectively. So I just never did a manual save like at all. And about 4 hours into the game, which happened yesterday, about 4 hours into the game, I go down into this little pit off the side of the road because there's a torii gate that needs to be purified. And I go to purify it, and I get attacked by a Kuchisake Onna from the left. Well, this is clearly some kind of like special boss fight situation. So let me see what I can do here. And fast attacks do not damage this boss for shit. And I can't block because she breaks blocks. And I don't have time to charge my attacks. And I don't have time to eat something. And oh, I'm dead. Huh. Well, let me load the previous, oh shit, the previous save is after I fell into this pit that I can't get out of. So I'm stuck here forever until I beat this boss fight. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds to die, and I don't know what I can do. I have no idea how I can make any more progress in this boss fight. It's a riddle. And the thing that I keep thinking is, I'm supposed to be dodging this boss. But dodge is a skill you have to buy. And I didn't buy it. And I don't have the points to buy it. So I'm just fucked. Unless I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I might have completely misinterpreted how you're supposed to beat this boss fight. But if I'm right about it, I'm just fucked, and I have to start the entire game over. I can't think of anything else. I can't seem to make anything else work. I'm basically at the point where I have to throw out 4 hours of gameplay and start over, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. And I got 4 hours of play out of this game, and I only paid $6 for it. So, you know what? I don't care. I just don't care. And I feel like that's a thing not enough people do these days. Not enough people walk away from a game when they go, "This sucks. I don't like this. I don't want to keep doing this." Well, don't. Nobody's making you do it. Just fucking stop. Just leave. But all of my friends are, fuck your friends. Fuck your stupid little friends. They don't give a shit about you. And when it's a single-player game, and I play a lot of single-player games, you know, you don't have that excuse of, well, all my friends play it. I got to go play it because it's what all my friends are playing. Well, if all of your friends are playing a game that's stupid and sucks and you don't like it, you don't want to play it, maybe those aren't very good friends. Did you tell them the game is stupid and sucks and you don't like it and you don't want to play it? Because if you did and they still want to play it, that's like them saying that you're stupid and you suck and they don't want to play with you because you're not fun. Probably don't want to hear that from your friends, but a lot more of them than you think would say it. The ones who don't, those are your good friends. Those are the ones you want to stick around with. The other game I was playing was Dredge. I was playing Dredge, and I just got tired. I'm trying to catch all the aberrations. And most of the aberrations that I have left are crabs. So you drop the crab pot, and you sit around for days, and you pull up the crab pots, and you didn't get anything you need. So you put them all back down. You wait around for days. I'm playing the game for hours and not getting anywhere. I'm not making any progress. And I don't care. It's not fun. I don't want to do this. I don't like it. So I quit. I was just spending so much time standing around waiting for the fucking crab pots. I don't care. This isn't fun. The crab pot mechanic is kind of fucked. So, yeah. I don't know what to do about that, so I'm probably done with that game. I do feel like I got my $20 worth out of it. I don't feel cheated in any way. I just don't want to play anymore. And that's the way that things happen. There are games you want to play forever, okay? And the games that you want to play forever, yeah, go ahead, play those forever. But most games aren't going to be that. Most games you're going to play for a while and then you're going to want to quit. You know what? There was somebody who said I need to up the gain on my mic a little, and I think he's right. I think the trim control needs to go up a bit. So let's try that and see how that fits together. There we go. Okay, that seems like it's going to work out better. How much better? Is that, you know what? Hold on. I think what we actually want is to kick the... Let's kick the output gain on the compressor up a little bit. That looks somewhat better. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Okay. I kicked it up from a 9 dB gain to a 10 dB gain. So, I was looking at that and I was going, well, my peaks are at about -12. That's about where they need to go. Yeah, but where's your average? You know, I mean, it'd be okay if we went to -4. I mean, on an RMS basis. What about 11? What if I kick it up to 11? This one goes to 11. That's getting closer. Let's try 12. You know what? Let's go 13. How's 13? How does 13 work? 13 is getting us right up, just barely into the red range. Okay, yeah, it's getting us up to about -7, -7, -8. That works. We'll go with that. Trim control is, let me kick that up a bit, just to get our low end a little closer, and I don't know. Anyway, how are those meters looking? There we go. Yeah, yep, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'll stick with that. Anyway, so because I was basically done with Dredge and done with Ghostwire Tokyo, I jumped back into Starfield because of course I did, and I just did Unity jump number 46, and I was wondering. The first thing that I did, I have thrown enough money into the archive or the anomaly or whatever the fuck they call it on the continuum creation. I had thrown like 1.2 million credits into it, and I was like, well, I can immediately go and build my ship. So I did that, and I need to go to 4 different ship vendors, which is annoying. And I'm trying to work out the best way to do that. I'm trying to figure out, in order to build this ship, what's the most efficient and effective way to do that. I baselined it off the Razor Leaf, so I get the special interactions with people in space battles. Anyway, the way that I build out my ship now, it has a couple of habs that you can only buy at Nova Galactic. My landing gear comes from Nova Galactic. My bridge comes from Nova Galactic. The 2x2x2 cubicle stairway hab comes from Nova Galactic. And the armory on the bottom level comes from Nova Galactic. So all of those things, those have to come from Nova Galactic. Everything else comes from Hope Tech, with the exception of there's a Tayo landing bay, and there are weapon plates all over the top level. And only Tayo sells equipment plates to go on the top of your ship. Only Tayo. What a fucking waste. You can also get them at your Outpost shipbuilder, I guess. I should look into that. Because then I could hit Nova Galactic, and then, no. The reactor is available at Hope Tech, so you'd have to buy a shit reactor at Nova Galactic. Or just leave the shit reactor on there that you start with. Huh. I could think about that, I guess. But I wonder how much of this is actually available from... Well, there's a 3x2 hab. There's a 3x2 dining hall that I need from Hope Tech. And there's a 2x2 living quarters I need from Hope Tech. And then everything else is available from the shipbuilder. But what is the other thing that I need from Tayo? No, that's everything. That's all the stuff I need from Tayo. I mean, I do like the Tayo captain's quarters. So I might get a couple of those to hang off in there, because I've got a pair of captain's quarters habs that sit on either side of the bridge. And currently I'm using the Hope Tech variety, but I do like the look of the Tayo Type B bottom that doesn't have any connections on the outside. I think that's really nice. So, I don't know, man. Maybe those. Maybe I like those. I'm currently running with the Hope Tech ones, though, and they're fine, I guess. But the Tayo has that pretty teal blue blanket on the bed, and I like that. I think it's pretty. So I don't know. Maybe I'm going to switch to those. But then the fourth thing you need shielded cargo, and you need a scan jammer. And I don't know why I waste time and money on these, because I never move contraband. It's just not something I do, you know? So it's kind of a waste. It's kind of a waste of time. But I do it anyway. I put the shielded cargo on there. Oh, and I need the Nova cowlings because that's where I mount my my 1750 suppressors on either side of that. And then I need the Nova wings, of course, because those have weapons mounted on them. I don't need those anymore now that I think about it. I don't actually need the Nova wings because I could mount the PBO 300s on top of those Nova cowlings, and that would work fine. I wonder how that would look. I should try that. Anyway, and thinking about the best way to do that, the best way to build that. And I think at some point I will jump in and do that. I wonder if you can definitely get equipment plates at your outpost shipbuilder. You can get most of the habs I need at the outpost shipbuilder. In fact, Nova Galactic and the outpost shipbuilder will build almost everything, I think. I think the only thing I end up missing in that case is those 2 habs from Nova Galactic, or those 2 habs from Hopetown. Huh. So I could hit up Nova Galactic, hit up the Outpost Shipbuilder, head to Hopetown to grab a couple of additional habs, and then scoot on over to Red Mile to pick up the last bits. Anyway. Oh, what I was going to get at with Starfield. Something that I realized, I've been using the Starfield Spacer Overhaul by Zone 7.9, and I really like it because it makes the spacers look scary. It gives them these menacing shadows and this creepy aesthetic, and you can look at them from like a long distance and go, oh fuck, it's spacers! And I was thinking about how much cooler that is when it occurred to me. The thing that makes spacers scary in the base game is that they look like civilians. That is what makes spacers scary. That you can't tell the difference between them and civilians. So I thought about it, and ultimately I took the Spacer Overhaul out of my load order, which takes me down to just 4 mods now. I've just got 4 creations. One of them's the Trackers Alliance from Bethesda. One of them's the Escape Quest from Bethesda. One of them's Continuum because, I'm sorry, it's just now that you can pass stuff through the quantum entanglement device, I may as well be able to pass credits. I mean, come on. And the last one is a Starborn Guardian 7+. That one's going nowhere because I need the counter. I need the counter on my Guardian to tell me which New Game Plus I'm on. It's important. I need that. So yeah, I'm pushing toward having few, if any, creations in my game at all. And honestly, Escape can do one and I wouldn't miss it. I'm still experimenting with it. I'm still trying to do stuff within the Escape context. There are things that I want to try. There are things I haven't managed yet. And I want to experiment with them, and I want to see what happens. And I could do that by loading the same saved game over and over again and just playing through that one mission multiple times. But I just find it I find it better to play through it once and then have to go through the Unity to play through it again. I just think that has a better flavor to it. It just feels... It feels more like it's within the game. Because that's very much the kind of thing that you can do in a game like Starfield, where you start over repeatedly, is you can do the same mission over and over to try different ways of doing it. So I'm doing that with Escape instead of trying to, like, loop over it over and over and over and over again to try all of the different things. I think it's better to do it once per Unity jump, just like I do all the other faction quests. I don't know, maybe I could get rid of Continuum. I only need about 600,000 credits to make, like, the best ship that I can, the ship that I want to have. So, maybe I can just earn that myself. Maybe it's not that big a deal. Well, the 5 million for the asteroid base is a big deal, but really, am I gonna want... I'm gonna buy that once, look around and go, yeah, this is cool, and then I'm just never gonna buy it again. I'm gonna do it to say that I did it, and then I'll be done with it. I do think that'd be cool, though. I do want to crank up that 5 million and buy the asteroid base. I don't know why. I know I'm not going to be that impressed with it, and it's not going to be something that I want to mess with, but I want to do it anyway, for no good reason. Anyway. That's pretty much all I have to talk about today. I don't have anything particularly pithy or important to say. So do a little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. And okay, bye.